Today, we're going to smoke a prime rib roast. Let's see what's doing.
So we got our smoker preheating. This is the pit barrel cooker, and it runs about 290, 310 degrees, if you're wondering. I'm not using any wood for this. I'm going to use just the charcoal. These juices are going to drip down onto the charcoal, the pit barrel, and bring up that flavor into the meat. Now, in order to get my rib roast ready, we took it out of the fridge and let it sit on the counter for about 45 minutes. And then I took a mixing bowl and put half a cup of olive oil, 1/3 a cup of a beef and game rub. You can use a different kind of rub if you'd like, and about a tablespoon of garlic. Mix that together to make kind of a paste and rub it all over the prime rib. Now, this has a fat cap on top, in case you're wondering about that. It's generally recommended to trim off some of it. You want to leave maybe about a 1/4 inch on top would be my recommendation, but you still want to have that on there. This will keep the meat moist, and give you a great flavor and texture. If you trim off too much, this will dry out the meat, and it could lead to burning, depending on how you're cooking it. So keep that fat cap on. Afterwards, if you want to cut it off, you can make like a beef tallow with it or things like that. And people don't cut it off. People like to have fat on their steak. I do. And with this flavorful rub I put on here, it'll taste wonderful. All right, we're going to hang this rib roast from the bars and the pit barrel cooker. It's only a 5-pounder. We're going to go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We want an internal temperature of 125 degrees. All right, now we're at the temperature. We're going to pull this off, and we're going to throw it on a cutting board and cover it in aluminum foil and let it rest for 30 minutes. This is very important. You've got to let it rest.
After you've let it rested, if you have a bone-in prime rib, you want to cut the bones out first. It's very easy to do. Make sure you have a sharp knife and kind of just follow the bones down like this. Like just follow the curvature of them right down the meat and they'll come right off. It's very easy to do. They're just on the bottom like that and not very meat comes off with it. So just do that. It's real simple. And then you will slice the meat in about, I don't know, I do 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch pieces. You can do it thin if you want for making a sandwich or whatever, but I find that a thinner I like better. You can just use a butter knife to cut if you need, or you can put on sandwiches. It's just like this. It's very easy to do if you cooked it correctly. And you see that nice red in there, that nice pink? This was done well. This turned out very well. See that? Grill every day. Later.